What's up, guys, and welcome to New York in September, where we're on the verge of not having an October, because looking at our last couple of weeks, we've been having a really tough time, and we've fallen back to 6.5 games behind the last wild card spot. Now, thankfully, we do end up playing the Cardinals, we do end up playing the Reds, and also, I believe, the Marlins as well. So we have a couple chances to be able to make up some of those games, especially against teams that are ahead of us. So hopefully we can come out on top in those series and be able to snag one of those last wild card spots. I don't think any of us are going to be able to catch up to the D-backs or the Braves, but hey, you never know. At this point, I'm just hoping for the best. Because again, we got some really tough matchups coming up here to end the month. Obviously, we have Atlanta in a 4-game series, which I don't think we're going to be pitching in, but we do have to face the Yankees, and I think we're going to be taking game 1 of that series. Now again, they are under 500 here, but at the same time, it's still the New York Yankees. They have a lot of good guys in their lineup, and so we're going to have to worry about that. Looks like we are going to have 7 games against Miami, 3 against the Reds, and 3 against the Cardinals. So again, a lot of teams that are right there in the mix for the wild card, so we need to make sure that we really finish this month strong. If not, then we're just going to have to look forward to spring training next year. But let's simulate. Let's see if we can pick up a couple wins against Atlanta. Doesn't look like it. Hey, at least we pick up 1. And hey, we split the series. We will definitely take that. So let's come back home to New York as we face the other New York team. It's going to be a little tough. They have Verdugo and Judge, which are both hot. And yeah, it's going to be a little rough to face Judge here. It does look like Austin Wells and Rizzo are both cold, so that'll be a pretty big help. But again, the top of their order is going to be a little rough to face. So let's just make sure we get through them, and let's pick up a win against the Yankees. So hopefully we can keep that ERA intact as we take the bump in this first game of this kind of little Subway series. Definitely not as good as that one World Series, but, you know, we'll do our best to still make it somewhat entertaining. We're going to be taking on Verdugo first, who we said was actually hot right now, and unfortunately, we leave that for a ball right there. It was a good spot, but just a little low, apparently. There we go. That's going to be the first out of the game. I'm calling that right now. Gets under it, and there we go. I'm going to do my best to refrain from doing that, though, because every time that I've done that in the last couple of videos, yeah, it just hasn't really worked out well for us. They end up getting base hits, or someone ends up scoring or something. So, let's just go in here. Let's throw our game. That is a long strike call. It's going to be a little annoying. That's all right. Yeah, it'd be nicer if we could actually hit that slurve. It's 3 now that we just haven't really gotten in the zone, unfortunately. So maybe we're going to have to switch to something else as our out pitch, but we'll give it one more shot here. Who knows? Maybe this will be the one, and we'll get the strikeout on Peraza. It actually is. That was a really misthrown pitch as well for what we wanted to do, but again, as long as it results in the strikeout, we'll take it. That's good too, because Coach has been a little upset about our strikeout production, so it's good that we're going to actually start out with one. Again, same kind of thing there with the slurve, but again, we have to kind of pitch around Judge a little bit. And yeah, thankfully he ends up hitting that one foul. And I only say that because, again, we just don't want to leave something in the zone for him. Obviously, we still want to get him out, but don't quite get that call. But again, we don't want to do it with something that's, you know, a meatball right down the middle. He will definitely punish us for that, especially when he's hot in the order right now. As you see, he ends up kind of taking that one. Misfielded by the right fielder, but it wasn't going to matter either way. Still a single. That's all right. We still got 2 outs, though, and that's really nice as we end up facing Torres. We're just not hitting our spots, unfortunately. That's all right. We'll pick it up, though. And like we've seen in all the other games, man, we always start a little slow and then pick it up later on. Thankfully, he didn't swing at that one because that one was left hanging. So let's go back to the fastball. I feel probably most confident with that right now. There we go. That's perfect. Ooh, what a play over there by Farmer, and we get out of that one. Nice little snag over there, and hey, we got out of that one, no damage. So time to take on 5, 6, 7, and hopefully this one can be a little smoother than that last one. But by the judge of that fastball right there, that might not be the case. Let's slow things down a little bit. There we go. Thankfully, that one is swung at. That wasn't a strike, but we'll take that all day. We're just a little wild outside. Oh, we actually get the call on that one. I can appreciate that. And I think for the first time today, let's go for that split down and out. Let's see if we can get him to swing at this one. We don't. That was a good spot, though, for a 1-2 pitch. We'll take that. Maybe the slurve will work on this one. Oh, my gosh. That ball hit him, and he still swung at it. Oh, Austin, what are you doing, buddy? I legitimately can't believe he swung at that. And the fact that we would have hit him, too, if he didn't swing, is a little worrisome. We have to worry about that slurve when we throw it to lefties. But hey, it worked out for us, so I'm pretty happy. Nice, right there against Rizzo, too. Let's see if we can pick up the strikeout on this one as well. We don't want this one in the zone by any means, but we're still going to get that, and that's going to be nice play by Lindor. And thankfully, Rizzo has 15 speed, which allows him to be thrown out at first. Lucky on that one for us. And it's Dominguez, someone that we saw quite a bit when we were in the minors, especially in AAA. And hey, just like times before, he ends up lining out to the first baseman. And we get out of that one quickly. That's 2 quick innings now and only 1 hit. But even if that is the case, it is still a tie game. Ain't a bad thing, though. We're still pitching pretty well. It's really nice that we're actually throwing better in the majors than we did in AAA and even AA, too. I feel like they just kind of let us up in AAA because they felt bad for us. There we go. That's going to be a nice little ground out to Beatty. There we go, 1 out quickly. So let's make sure we take care of the 9-hitter here because once we get to the top of the order, yeah, we don't want to leave them with some RBI opportunities. So let's make sure that we get him out. Let's throw well. That's what I'm talking about. We got a quick 0-2 count. So let's see if we can strike Smith out on probably a splitter down and away again. It's been working pretty well, but it doesn't swing at that. I might actually go for a fastball up and in. Might be a little risky, but let's do it anyways. Yeah, that was not in, but that was definitely up. Let's go with the slurve. Even if this hits him, maybe he'll swing at it again. Well, he does swing at it. What a play! But Lindor does not have the arm to get him. I know normally he does, but fortunately he was a little too quick for that one. And unfortunately that leaves Verdugo here with a base runner and only 1 out. And it's not great, so let's find a way to get him to ground into a double play here. A little worried about him over on first, but even though he's got 10 steal, but still, never be too sure. Nice right there, getting that foul ball is really good. And we just need to keep it down in the zone. That's the main thing, because that'll produce ground balls like that. Despite the fact that it was kind of more of like a little line drive, but semantics. So despite the fact that I do want to kind of elevate a fastball here, I do want to get a ground ball if we can. So let's go with the split. Ooh, he doesn't swing at that one. Good discipline. And yeah, we're just going to have to keep it down still. There it is. Wow, he got a piece of that one. Yeah, leaving the fastball there was a bad idea. He's going to score for sure. Yeah, no way he's going to get that relay. Yeah, and there's the first run of the game. Like I said, their record might not be great, like ours, but they're still a dangerous lineup, especially when Verdugo's hot. Yeah, he definitely makes a lot of good contact. Well, let's see if we can get Peraza once more. Let's just make sure we throw it out. Come on, can we check that? Now, honestly, it didn't even look like he really went, but I just want something to, I don't know, kind of go our way. Go with the changeup. Thought maybe he would swing at that, but he did not. Fastball up and in. He's going to look slurve again. Let's strike him out. That's what I'm talking about. 2 outs now. Still a guy on second. And Judge coming up to the plate. So we need to be smart about this. This is going to be rough, but by the way, I love the fact that he has 32 home runs here in September, when I think that's what he's at right now in real life. And I'm sure by the time this video goes live, it's going to be a lot more than that. But still, at the time of this recording. All right, let's just get a strike here. Thank you very much. Not much break on that. Actually had more side break than anything else. Didn't have any drop, but again, it's a strike. And that's 2 strikes. Let's go. So let's see if we can get him on the slurve here. Imagine if we struck out Aaron Judge. The headlines. The headlines. Let's go! Increased relationship with Alvarez, and rightfully so, man. Great pitch sequence right there to strike out Judge. And man, we get out of that one, but not without a run. Bro, why are you walking through me like that? Unfortunately, our offense just isn't putting it together. They've been getting multiple hits. It's just that they are not consecutive. There we go. Little pop out to the center fielder. Good way to start there. 1 pitch, 1 out. And we're already at 49 pitches, which actually isn't too bad, all things considered. But want to be a little more efficient than that. But we have had a couple strikeouts, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see if we can do that to Wells again, too. Don't worry, we won't actually hit him this time. We just want to see if he'll swing at another slurve here. So let's go down and in with this one. That'll set up for something down and away. Ooh, that was a good pitch, but he didn't swing at that. It's all right, let's go fastball. Why not? Oof. All right, thankfully, he ended up swinging at that and fouled that off because that was not going to be a called strike. I think we're going to go split down and out this time. Let's see if he'll swing at this one. There it is. Okay, that's fine. You swung at one that hit you, but you're not going to swing at that. Let's go slurve again. He couldn't hit that in the last at-bat. Let's do it once more. There it is. Nope. That's going to be a base hit. And that's unfortunate. That is the second one-out hit that we've given up in consecutive innings. And now we're definitely going to have to get that ground ball double play. And thankfully, it is Rizzo up to bat, and he does not have much speed, which means that even if it's a ground ball that is softly hit, if they can get the out at second, we should still be able to get the double play. If we can just strike him out, though, that would be even better. I don't know why he swung at that one. So let's see if he'll chase another one. Yes, he does. You bet. That's a really bad call on that one, sir. But that's okay. That's okay. We can just do it with one more pitch. Nope, we can't because we leave that slurve down and in. That didn't really come anywhere near the zone. So can't blame him for not swinging despite the fact that he swung at some really horrible pitches aside from that. And now he's worked it to a full count. It's not what we want to see. Let's go with that changeup. There it is. Strike him out. Where did that miss, sir? Where did that miss? I wish we could actually ask him. Then again, I do not want to get thrown out. Especially since this game is not out of reach. We're only down by one, and we're still pitching a good game. We just need to get the ball back in the zone. So let's go back with the fastball. There it is. And thankfully, that's going to be a double play. Or not. I shouldn't have said anything too soon. Dominguez is just way too fast over there, and they were just a little slow turning that double play. But thankfully, we do have 2 outs. We still have the bottom of the order up. Again, as long as we keep the ball low in the zone, I don't think that we're going to have much issue here. He's batting 182 with runners in scoring position. That was a worse pitch than the Rizzo walk. That's okay, though. We're going to pretend like that didn't... Oh, my gosh. What, just because it... Oh, never mind. You know what? It's 2 strikes. That probably shouldn't have been strikes, so we'll take it. Let's catch him lacking outside. Nope, that was a really bad pitch. Are you going to get him at 2? Well, we're going to have to do that at-bat all over again. Dominguez gets tossed out at 2, and hey, that's how we're going to end the inning. Now, realistically, the good thing about that is that makes it 8-9-1 and not 9-1-2. You know? So even though we were close to a strikeout on that one, it's still nice to be able to face the 8-hitter again. There we go. 2 good pitches again. This time, those were actually in the zone. And let's see if we can get him with the circle change down and out. Let's see if we can get him to swing. There it is. Yes. Sit him down, baby. Toro goes down, and now we got 1 out in the 5th. And I can't believe we let this guy get a single when we had the chance to just strike him out pretty quickly. But it's okay. It happens. So let's just focus on getting him here. Don't tell me we're actually going to get... Oh, that's bad. Okay, well, he ends up getting a double on that one. Well, at least we didn't give him a single, and I feel like this is deja vu all over again. All right, let's be smart here. Nope, that's not smart. All right, get him at home. Get him at... Oh, that was a... What were you waiting for, man? What were you waiting for? Dude, he took forever to throw that ball. It looked like he took like 4 crow hops to throw it. And now we're down by 2. But we got Peraza up again. If we can get a double play ball, that would be great. Because I really don't feel like facing Judge with runners on. So let's get it. There we go. That's 1 strike right there. Let's go with the split. No. That's a really bad pitch. All right, we just need to slow down a little bit. Go with the changeup. And we walk him. That's not good. We got first and second for Judge with only 1 out. Only 1 out. Go with the fastball down and out. There we go. We actually get the called strike. It's nice to get ahead in the count. That's going to be nice. That'll be really nice. That's 2. Now let's see if we can get him with that slurve down and out again. That looks good. But he's not going to swing at that. Still a really good spot. Again, 0-2. That's what you want to do. Let's go with the split down and out again. Why not? There we go. That is 2 strikeouts for Judge now. And, okay, we got the chance to get out of this. 2 outs. Yes, we have 2 guys on, unfortunately. But we have a chance to get Torres out right here. Thank you for not swinging at that. I was really nervous for a sec. Let's go fastball up and in. No! Get foul, get foul, get foul. Holy sh! Boy, did we get lucky on that. Let's go with the slurve down and out now. Oh my gosh, that was a really bad pitch again. We need to chill out a little bit. We need to chill out a little bit. Let's go with the split. Sit him down. Or not. We just buried that way too much. And why is it that we can throw well to Judge, but not to Torres? Man. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. And let's go with the changeup. Let's see if we can finish him on that. There we go! He didn't swing at that either. Yikes. That is 3 walks. That is bad today. And they're going to take me out? No! Bro, I could have finished that inning easily. We would have been fine. We were doing well against Wells. But that's alright. So they take us out. Not a great start. Our offense wasn't producing anyway, so it's not like we were really going to pick up the win. But let's see if maybe we can make some kind of comeback here. I can't believe we end up losing 2-1. We do pick up the loss, which means we are 7-4 on the season, but thankfully no other runs ended up scoring that inning. 4 2/3, 6 hits, and 3 walks. That is really bad for us. But still, 2 runs, but 6 strikeouts. We're getting better from a strikeout point of view. But again, what's the point of the strikeouts if we don't pick up the win? But again, thankfully, a lot of our upcoming games are going to be against teams that are right there for the wild card spot as well. Looks like we're probably going to get some time off until maybe the 3rd game against Miami. Looks like we might be taking on Braxton Garrett. They're only a half a game ahead of us right now. So let's sim forward. Let's get to the next game. And let's make sure that we get a little bit of redemption for what we did against the Yankees. And it's not even like we threw a horrible game. You know what I mean? Thankfully, we ended up getting 1 win out of the Yankees, but still, dropping 2 out of the 3 is not good for our chances. Let's end up going into practice here. Let's work on the break of our slurve. We need to do that a little bit more. We've been seeing that we've been getting a lot more strikeouts on it, so this will only help us out a little bit more too. But let's make sure that we go into Miami and we pick up some wins as we lose the first 2. Guys, I think we might, unfortunately, be out of the running for a wild card spot, but let's try to finish the season strong. And again, for us, let's make our stat line look as good as possible so we can go into next season without having to worry about, having to really fight for a spot on this team. But this Miami team actually looks pretty good, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, Jake Burger is a great player. I'm upset that the White Sox let him go. Arias is still on the team. I know he got traded to the Padres in real life, but they still have him here. They have 2 rookies on the team. They ended up trading for O'Neal Cruz. They have Chris Bryant as well. They have Corey Julks. It's a pretty decent team. Don't look at the overalls. It's still pretty good. They do have a couple guys that are cold. Obviously, Arias is hot right now. When is he not? Around like a 400 batting average, right? But our team looks a little cold right now, too, except for Castellanos. So let's do our best out here. Let's see if we can pick up some more strikeouts. And maybe if we pick up a win, we put ourselves back in the running. Because at this point, it looks like the only kind of ball that we're going to be playing in October is just going to be some kind of softball league. And I do not want to do that. All of us are going to get injured. It's the New York curse. So let's start off pretty well here. Let's make sure that we can take 1 game from the Marlins here. Shouldn't be too difficult, although again, it looks like they've traded for some really good players, so that's pretty cool for them. Great play over there at first base, like a cat, and Farmer picks that one up. The time for James Woods here, huh? Thankfully, I have a lot more respect for this guy than the well, never mind. Either way, though, good pitch on that one. Good circle change. Let's go with the fastball down and out. There it is. That's beautiful. And that's going to actually be a ground out. Be nice to pick up a couple strikeouts. I mean, we're able to strike out Judge twice. We should be able to get these guys. Although Arias, I know, might be a little tough. Look at that batter's box right there. Everything is just bright red. And yep, that's why. But let's go. That is 1 quick inning right there. This could potentially be one of the one of the quickest 2-game videos that we put together. Because, man, if we have innings like that, that's fantastic. So let's go. We got Burger here. He's hot there. Well, no, he wasn't hot in their order, was he? I forgot who it was. Oh, it was Arias. But we got him out, but Burger still ends up getting the single, and that is a base runner with no outs. That is unfortunate. And now we got O'Neal Cruz, so let's see if we can get him to ground into something. Well, yeah, he grounded into the outfield. They're bringing him to third. Are they going to try to score Burger here? Get him, get him, get him. Good throw. Boom, let's go, baby. What a relay there. Jake, I love you, man, but you should not have tried to score from first on that one. Boy, do we get bailed out. And to be fair, that is kind of on the third base coach. He was definitely waving him home on that one. But what can you do? Oh, we actually get the called strike on that. Impressed. We're not going to get the called one on that one because that was a terrible pitch. Let's see if we can get the slurve. We need that working again. That is not working. Gun him at home again? Oh. I mean, that was actually a good throw this time. But you know what's not been good today? Us. That's not good. So now what we need to do is we need to get a strikeout or we need to get a double play. We can't let Cruz score from third. Unfortunately, that is not going to do it. But again, we just need to keep it down in the zone. That's the important thing. Because if not, then he's going to hit to the outfield like everyone else has. They're getting some good... Yeah, they're getting a good piece on pretty much every pitch that we're throwing. And even if it's foul like that, it's still not bad. Yeah, he ain't going to swing at that. That's tough, and we definitely do not want to load the bases. Even if we are lower in the order, it's still going to be tough. Thank you very much for calling that a strike. And now we got a full count. Let's finish him off. There we go. That's going to be a double. Should have been a double play if he fielded that cleanly, but that is not the case, and that is unfortunately a run. As I know, it's a hard hit ball. Oh, man. Just, if he fielded that cleanly, that's 1, and that would have been 2. Just that half step. That's unfortunate that that's probably going to go down as an earned run, but it's okay. We did what we needed to do. That's a fair ball as well. Dude, these guys are just playing so well. Like I said, don't look at the overalls, man. This is a really talented lineup. We shouldn't be too surprised. Chris Bryant now. Come on, let's just make sure we get something in the zone here. He's hitting 191, and his batter's box is red. Surprising. Come on now. Let's do it. I know it's a 2-0 count. I thought we were going to get a little bit of redemption, and that is appearing to not be the case. Go slurve again. It's not been working today, but it does on that one, and that's what really matters there. And so even though we ended up giving up the 1 run in that inning, at least we get out of that, and it's only 1 despite the multiple base runners. And let's just make sure that our offense can put together a couple hits here. Let's make sure as if I have any say in what they do. Unfortunately, that is all AI. That was a good pitch right there. That's where we wanted it, honestly. But we just didn't get the call on that. That's going to be a little low. Man. We were a little wild in that last game too, but not like this. Thank you very much. But we were also getting some really good swinging strikes. But thankfully that one's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, and Lindor makes that play. We got James Woods again. Let's go. In the 2-hole, let's get him out. That's going to be... Nope, that's going to be a base hit. Again, it's not like we're throwing it like right down the middle or anything. They're just, again, putting just a good piece on it. You can't be upset at that. They're just producing. And that's why they're, above us in the standings right now, too. And there we go. That's going to be a double play. Let's make sure this one is. Thank you very much. Again, not a pretty inning, but we're getting out of it. We just need to throw better. We need to hit our spots. And we need to actually throw the ball in the zone. That would be really nice. It'd be cool to see the offense produce, too. Seeing them go cold does not give me great hope, not just for this game, but again, for the rest of September. It's going to be tough. That's okay. We're going to go out there and throw our game, and that's all we can really do. We can't affect, how the hitters do. Unfortunately, they took away, pitchers hitting, which I don't know if I should say unfortunately, but still, they took that away, so it's not like we can help our own cause, but we can do it right now by doing this. Oh, what a play. Oh, but he takes him off the bag, unfortunately. I thought we were going to be able to strike him out on the slurve, but no. McNeil throws it off the base, even though that was still a really good play. I love how that's an E4 when other ones that were very obviously errors have been deemed hits before. It's really strange to me. Either way, no outs. Got Berger on first, and we got O'Neal Cruz up the bat. And man, what a base hit. Yeah, dude, you're only going to get a double out of this one. Yeah, and they're definitely not sending Berger this time, and I can't blame him on that one. Not after last inning. All right. Now, we need to go out there for 6, 7, 8, and we need to strike both, or all three of them out. We're going to make it happen, I'm telling you. Jesus Sanchez, you're going to be the first victim right here. Or that's just going to be a ground out. And a little RBI as well, so now they got 2 runs. Okay, so that did not go according to plan. That's okay. That's okay. We're still going to be fine. We're having a rough outing today, but we had a pretty rough outing last time too. And again, not necessarily because we weren't hit our spots. It's just the fact that, again, we've been facing a couple tough lineups. And thankfully, we get that strike, and we can strike him out with 1 down and out. If he would have swung at it, but he does not. Honestly, we're going to go with the circle change again. Let's finish him out there. No. Okay. Let's do it with this with the slurve. Finish him off. There we go. He was looking fastball, and thankfully he just swung way too early on that one. And pathetic that that's our first strikeout of the game in the 4th inning. Let's see if we can up that to 2 now, because it looks like he struck out twice in the last game. Be nice to add 1 more to that. It's easy when he's going to swing it down and in pitches like that. Will he chase up and in too? No, he won't. He doesn't swing at it, and that just clips the zone. Now we can go slurve down and out. Let's finish him off. Let's go. That's 2 strikeouts, but not before we give up another run, and now our offense really needs to go out there and produce something. And that's unexpected, but very welcomed. Thanks, guys. There we go, McNeil. He makes the play this time. He actually set his feet. Sorry, I thought he was going to throw on the run again, so I wanted to get over there just to see if he made the play. But there we go. 1 quick out now. And let's go. We're only at 46 pitches. We had more pitches in the Yankee game. But then again, we were striking more guys out, so it makes sense that we're throwing a little bit more. Couldn't quite get that one on Jolks. And the other thing, too, is, you know, we've been giving up runs and hits, but they've been doing it pretty early in counts. Like you see, that was just a 3-pitch at bat, and it winds up into another out. And let's go. We got 2 outs in the 5th now, still up by 1 run. And we're in a better spot now than we were at any point during the Yankees game. So that's really good to see. And it's a little weird when we're not throwing as well as we did in the last game, but we'll take it. 0-2 counts. That's good. Let's finish him off right here with the split and sit him down and out. There it is. Well, at least that's a play by Lindor. And there we go. We get out of the 5th, and again, that was pretty quick. Didn't use too many pitches there. Should have had another strikeout, but still. 6 hits, though. We need to get a little bit better. We need to tighten up. I mean, at least we have 7 as a team, you know? It's good to see that the hits are actually producing something. And that was the other thing, too. Against the Yankees, it's not necessarily that we weren't getting hits. It's just that they weren't timely hits. You know, it's not like they were getting hits with guys on base. You know, they usually came with, you know, when the bases were empty, no base runners. So it's great that you can have, you know, 7 hits in a game, but if you don't piece them together for runs, what's the point? Speaking of, 1-2, let's finish him off. Oh, no. Yes?
There you go.
No, okay, that's fine. That's okay. You know what? That wouldn't have been a strikeout that we would have wanted anyways, because that was just a bad pitch. Let's go with the slurve this time, and let's do it on a better pitch. There it is. Wow. Well, you know what? We'll take the out. Then again, he is kind of the contact king right now, isn't he? Honestly, I used to love watching Tony Gwynn when I was younger, because that dude just could hit anything. Doesn't matter where you put the ball. Like, you don't need to hit for power if you can just get on base all the time. That's what your power hitters are for, to drive you in. Speaking of poor Berger, that's another hit right there, and with no one on base. But we still only have 59 pitches, man. We're going to be fine here. Again, we just can't allow them to string together a bunch of hits. Same thing that I kind of said about our team against the Yankees. What's the point of getting hits if they don't, kind of chain together for runs? Same thing right here. We'll allow them to get those hits, and yes, we'll up our whip and everything, but as long as they don't result in runs, we're going to be fine. It doesn't look like he's hitting anything outside, so let's keep that out. Ooh, but that will be a double play. What a play by McNeil! Holy cow! The 4-3 double play. The 4 unassisted to 3. That was beautiful. Let's see if we can see the replay on this, because that was a thing of beauty right there. Ground ball up the middle, takes him to the bag, gets there, jump throw, didn't even look at the base, and got him by a half step. We were only like 60-something pitches into the game, and you're going to take us out? I mean, the good thing, though, is the fact that we are lined up for the win here. We came out when it was 3-2, presumably. We may have scored in the other half of the inning, but we don't know for sure. But a good start right there, pretty quality, 6 innings, and just a couple runs. And even though that ends up as a win for our team, we did not pick up the win, because it looks like he ended up giving up a run to be able to kind of tie the game there. But thankfully, we ended up picking it up in the end, and we got the dub. Just wish it could have been ours. And not a good strikeout rate right there. 6 innings, only 2 strikeouts, but 7 hits, no walks. That's the positive. But man, this month we have not been good. 0-2, 3.45 ERA, but we've had 13 strikeouts. That's great, but again, what's the point when we're 0-2? So again, not necessarily the greatest start by our standards, but if not a good game for us is only giving up 1 or 2 over the course of 5 or 6 innings, that's not too bad, especially for a rookie. But again, would have been nice to be able to pick up that win. Now, it looks like our next game won't come until we end up facing Miami again, but this time in Miami. Looks like we're going to be facing Braxton Garrett again, and then probably not again until St. Louis or potentially even Philly, but I would imagine probably St. Louis. So we're going to have 2 big games coming up in the next episode, and then it looks like it's going to be Philly in the offseason and the one after that. Let's hope we can finish off strong, and even if we don't make it into the playoffs in October, at least we know that we're going to end the season on a good note, and we can go into the 2026 season with a fresh slate and be able to go out there and show the league what we're made of. So again, pretty decent games this time. No wins. We did pick up 1 loss, but in the end, our ERA is still under 3. Our whip is at a 1.22, and we're actually striking some guys out. Don't look at that last game against Miami. That was just an anomaly, but we ended up striking out Judge a couple times, and we picked up, 7 in this game against New York. Either way, still pretty decent games. Let's just make sure that we go on the next episode, take down Miami, get a little bit of revenge, and be able to take down St. Louis too. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.